whenever you were at PonCon, what were your thoughts about not the Legion thing, but like PonCon generally?
So I really enjoy PonCon.
Mm-hmm.
The vendors, the different tournaments, watching the video game side of it, cosplay. My son is very big into cosplay. I don't know if you know this.
We actually just had a discussion a few minutes ago. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he is. He wants me to get into it. It's something I've never really thought about.
Right.
But I mean, it's something I would
You're
try.
lanky. We're gonna get you a Slender Man.
No, I'm not going to be Slender.
You're gonna be Slender Man.
It'd be super easy.
I will never be Slender
Listen,
Man.
we just need a tuxedo and a white mask. You're good to go. That's it. That or what's the one? Siren Head.
Siren Head.
Yeah, Siren Head. Right. Tall metal pole thing with sirens on it. It's supposed to be scary. I had no idea it even existed. And then my nephew.
Your nephew.
Yeah. My nephew was like, "Oh, have you heard about Siren Head?" I'm like, "No. What the hell is that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's this giant thing that scares people because of the siren or something." I'm like, "What the hell are you even talking about?" This generation, I tell you what, like I try because my nephew, he's like my kid, and like I've raised him, and he's 15 now, and the shit he talks about, I'm just like, what are you talking about? And it doesn't like glizzy. I had no idea that was fucking hot dog. That's a hot dog. Like, how do you get glizzy from hot dog? Anyways, that's a tirade. But
I can't count how many times I'll go over to your place and your nephew's there, and he's just spewing words. And I just look at Kyle, and Kyle's like,
Yeah, I'm literally like, oh God, make it stop. But
I've a few times tried to follow his train of consciousness, and I'm like, I have ADHD, and I don't know where the fuck you're coming from.
No. Which I'm sure you deal with the same thing with Sebastian.
I do.
I mean, it's
and my daughter.
And your daughter. Oh,
that's
right, because she's 15, 17. Okay, so she's right in the same age range as my nephew, so I'm sure she's saying the same shit he is. And I'm just like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, they come home and they say things, and you're just like, what does that mean? And then they have to explain it to you, and you're like, well, we had a word for that back in my day.
Yeah.
Why don't you just use the same word?
Like shibby? Shibby was a thing, and that means something fucking weird now. Like, it's, I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Whole thing. We could do a whole podcast on this next generation.
We're old.
Yes.
Yes.
But anyway, so you got into it mainly because we were cosplay. We were talking cosplay. So yes, so he's big into cosplay. Yep. He's trying to get you to do it.
Yeah, he is. Again, something I've never thought about.
Right,
but it's something I'm not against.
Yeah.
We are planning to go to the Kansas City Con that's coming up in April, I believe.
Oh,
okay.
It's a pretty good size one. We've looked at Dallas. I know they have several down there.
Yeah, Tokyo and Tulsa is a good one. Mm-hmm. There's A-Con in Dallas or Houston. Yes. I can't remember. So PonCon you really enjoyed as far as like,
I mean, just
the experience,
interacting, the experience. Again, I've always kind of considered myself nerdy, as you said earlier. Yeah. And so I just enjoy the atmosphere, the vendors, getting to see all the different things that people are coming out with.
Sure.
And of course, I mean, I met you guys and met you, and so it worked out great.
You weren't there.
You weren't there.
I was there
for like 5 minutes.
For like 7 minutes.
Oh, okay. My bad. The whole 7, he was there. Yeah, because it was really cool. Because we had a booth set.
Just random tangent. I don't know if you saw him. You said something about cosplay. As I was leaving cosplay, there was a dude coming in, standing there, dressed up as Cactus Jack.
Oh yeah, I saw.
I saw him walk down. And I was like, yes. And he goes, I was gonna be Dude Love, and I'm like, that would work too.
Yeah.
Sorry, random tangent.
Yeah. What was really fun about PonCon is that we were able to set up a booth, so we sold some stuff. But we're also because last week Kat Long was on, which she was fantastic. She's kind of one of the main people that kind of is behind that, and we're talking to her, and she had some really good ideas for this year. And one of them, we're going to do a Warhammer and Legion tournament, I think is the plan. So both will be going on. I don't know if it'll be at the same time. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but
brain overload on choices.
Yes, exactly.
Talk them into a one-page rule tournament.
That will not happen. Because one thing at a time, but we would like to. I mean, I would like to see PonCon grow because Ponca City needs something like that.
I agree.
And because I mean, they're popping up everywhere. There's.
Well, what I think is funny is you oftentimes think we're in the middle of nowhere, northern Oklahoma. What are the odds of being a bunch of nerds here? There are a lot of nerds here.
Yeah,
who just don't really know what to do or where to go to hang out.
Right.
Come on into the store, 205 South First sometime, or like, comment, and subscribe.
Good plug.
So, is there anything that you're interested in, tabletop-wise or nerd-wise, that we don't do in the store? Anything that you might think would be fun to add or anything to that effect?
You need to ask my son that question.
Ooh.
Oh.
He's into more than I am. He's into
I gotcha.
anime.
Right.
I tried watching anime. I know you're a huge anime
fan.
Yeah. This Chainsaw Man thing.
I have not watched.
I have not watched
it.
Man.
I have only seen a few things of Chainsaw Man online.
Yeah.
It looks stupid.
Yeah.
Ask my son. He loves it. It's great.
Oh, does he?
Oh, he does. I've always been an avid gamer, video game wise. Having the opportunity to sit with somebody is great.
Couch co-op is always better than online.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. 100%.
I grew up in the time where you had to go outside to have fun.
That
was
yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. Yeah. I look
beating each other with sticks.
Yes.
I
building
remember
ramps and trying to jump your friends with your bicycle.
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Yep.
We did a bunch of dumb stuff.
Oh yeah.
Lawn darts.
Yep. Lawn darts is
lawn darts.
Yep.
I recall at one point in time I was learning to skateboard, and what got me out of skateboarding was watching my friend.
Okay, well, it didn't work. There's the
watching
train.
My friend attempt an ollie, trip, and his face goes bam on the curb. Yeah. Almost curb stomped himself, and I'm like, I'm done with skateboard.
Good.
Yeah. Man, kids now. Like, I grew up out in the woods. Like, I grew up hunting, fishing, all that stuff, and like, I would get home, and I was a big gamer too, but you kind of present a little bit different back then because it was far less accepted than it is now. Yes. And so it was like everybody thought I was what?
The train.
Oh yeah, no, I just ignore it at this point.
We're just gonna pretend like it's not there.
Yeah,
it's not there.
Yeah, it's
okay,
not there.
It's not there.
Yeah.
It's not there. Anyways, so you betrayed something?
You didn't even fucking goddamn it, Wes. But no, so. So I presented that I was kind of this sporty kind of hick almost, like that I grew up in the woods. I wore camo. I did that stuff.
Well, that's something that kind of gets me is a lot of times people especially back in our age, a nerd was a nerd, and if you were a nerd, that was it. That's all you could be. But like, I was
you were ostracized for it.
Yeah,
most of the time.
I was in football, wrestling, track. I was hunting, camping.
Yeah.
I was backpacking. I was a nerd.
Yeah.
In between matches on a wrestling tournament, I was sitting there flipping through the dungeon, flipping through the monster manual, setting that stuff up, and everyone was giving me shit about it. I'm like, shut up or come play sometime, bitch.
So mine is we would be in the cafeteria and during lunch, and we'd play Yu-Gi-Oh. We sat there just slinging cards, and oh my god,
role playing at lunch.
Oh, we did that too. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have any crazy stories like that? Like any kind of like weird thing that you did in high school that was kind of nerdy that people were like, "What are you doing?"
I mean, nothing that I could speak of. I mean, of course, we played, what was it, Pogs, where you had the little...
Oh, my God!
I don't know.
Pogs, holy crap!
My age out there, but yeah.
But I remember
No,
Pogs.
We had Pogs, too. Yeah.
And then you had the Battle Tops.
Yes.
Where you spun those. I mean, we did all of that. I was into sports. I grew up hunting.
Yeah.
But I loved Star Wars.
Same.
I loved Star Trek.
Yeah.
I just came up
Oh, well,
at that
you lost
time.
me there.
Well, I came up at that time where, as you said, those were all brand new.
Yeah.
And I do love the new Star Wars. All right. I know some people hate some of them, but I loved them all.
We'll forgive you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Look,
I've got nice broad shoulders. It's okay. It's okay. I learned a long time ago. I don't put myself in a category.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am who I am, and either you like me or you don't.
Yeah.
Which gets crossed with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But, I grew up wearing jeans. I was married in a hat and Wranglers.
Yep.
I still go out with my wife and dance.
Were we wearing jeans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was jeans. We had jeans, cowboy hats.
I was kind of inebriated. I don't really remember.
So was I.
So much.
I had never put myself into a category.
Yeah.
So, I do a lot of nerd stuff.
Right.
To me, it's not nerdy.
Yeah.
And, somebody might not like
to
that.
begin with.
Yeah.
But guess what? There's a whole bunch of people that do. And
Yeah.
they don't think it's nerdy.
Yeah.
So maybe I think what you do is nerdy.
Right.
In a different way. So I try to teach my kids, don't worry about what other people say.
That's a big thing.
And what
like,
always gets me.
I was playing Star Wars Galaxies, which, and had people who come here to the guild playing it with me. And that was kind of my foray into, like, nerddom, like hardcore nerddom. Because I've always loved Star Wars since I was, and doing that, and then like having him pulling me in and being like, hey, it's kind of dumb that you're only one thing, you should do all the things. And so then you do all the things, and it's like nobody cares, like, and if they do care, that's because they're not happy.
Yep.
And that's what it boils down to. And like, we're all happy here, we love this kind of stuff, and we have fun.
Yeah.
And that's, at the end of the day, that's all that friggin' matters.
Yeah.